So, do you like my Mr. Rogers sweater? I love my Mr. Rogers sweater. Hi, welcome Tuesdays, my lovely Tuesdays. Welcome to my channel. I'm Christopher Tuesday. So, here's the thing. I was watching The View today. Surprise, surprise. And there were two things that came to my mind when I was watching The View. Number one, Whoopi said something that I'm concerned about because it's still how many Democrats are thinking. When they were talking about who's polling, Biden's polling higher, Biden's polling lower, Elizabeth Warren. If Elizabeth Warren gets the nomination, we're just going to hand the election over to Trump because she's, she can't beat him, all that stuff. I disagree, but that's neither here nor there. Whoopi said, every vote counts. No, every vote does not count. If every vote counted, and that's how we elected a president, now Hillary Clinton would be president. I have been saying this over and over and over again. The Electoral College is how Trump won the presidency. He did not win the presidency by the popular vote. We have to get beyond the idea that we, the people, with the popular vote, elect the president. We do not elect the president with the popular vote. We elect the president with the electoral vote. Now, it used to be they kind of went hand in hand. That's not what's happening now. It started with Al Gore. And now we see it again with Trump and Hillary. Whoopi is wrong. Every vote does not count. The Electoral College votes count. And the people who have the most power when it comes to those swing states, those Electoral College states. So we got to get off this. We have to get beyond this. I'm going to start doing a Politics for Stupid People Tuesdays. Going into the election, I'm going to do every Tuesday a series called Politics for Stupid People. There are going to be different topics. Today, I'm not quite there yet. My first topic, I want to talk about liberty and tyranny. Liberty and tyranny. So I'm going to do Politics for Stupid People going into the 2020 election. Tuesday's the day we vote nationally. So I think it would be interesting and important. I want to get the word out about politics and how civics works. It's either they're asleep during civics class, they don't care during civics class, and they're getting their political information from people who have no fucking idea. And the old way of thinking about certain things like the popular vote, every vote counts, that's going away. We're going to another place. Now, number two, what I want to talk about is Jane Fonda was on The View. It was all about climate change and the fact that she keeps getting arrested, and she's going to continue to get arrested every Friday for the foreseeable future. I mean, I'm sure, when Grace and Frankie do their last season of filming, she's not going to be able to do that. But I think, as long as she can, for the foreseeable future, she's going to participate in civil disobedience. Megan was not there during the interview. Sonny was not there during the interview. And I understand why Megan wasn't there. The Vietnam War thing, Jane Fonda's history with the Vietnam War. I'm sure they didn't want that clash. They didn't want Jane Fonda to take Meghan McCain down the way she took Megyn Kelly down. Because right now, The View wants Megan on The View so they can continue to get the ratings from the people like me who hate watch or comment watch. Anyway, but Sonny wasn't there, and I think they pulled Sonny away so it didn't look so weird. And every now and then, you know, they do have every now and then only like 1 or 2 or 3. They don't have a full panel interviewing, I guess, all the time. But I think they pulled Sonny out of the panel too, so it didn't look funny. Jane talked about climate change. That's why she's being arrested a lot, civil disobedience, what have you, what have you. Abby said, I agree with you that climate change is important, but nobody's having a conversation. And she's right. Nobody's having a conversation because it's so polarized. But also, nobody's having a conversation because there are things that people don't want to bring up. And I don't understand why people don't want to bring this up. These things are so important. You got to have the full picture for the conversations to happen. So they kept talking about how 11 to 12 years, it's done, we're done, you know, we're never going to come back from this. We're never going to be able to come back from environmental disaster. I'm a little, nature's more powerful and stronger than you think. Yes, we are polluting this earth. Yes, there are garbage patches in the sea. But at the same time, I dated an environmental lawyer when I was younger, and he said, it's not save the planet, save the people. The planet has gone through cycles of cataclysmic extinction events, and we have continued to come back from that. Not every species has, so it's save the people, not save the planet. But here's the thing. Evangelicals, and they're a strong part of this country. I don't know about the rest of the world, but I know when I was living in South Korea, there were some evangelicals in South Korea. That evangelical spirit, that evangelical way of thinking of the world, doomsday, end times, they really want this to happen. They believe if we don't use all the resources, we have to use, there's this weird thought that the evangelicals believe that humanity has to use all the resources on the earth so that revelation can happen, so that the second coming of Christ can happen. And that until we don't use all of our resources, Christ's not going to come. The kingdom of heaven will not be here. Or they believe if Christ comes and the kingdom of heaven comes and God sees that we have not used all the resources he has given to us, that we will be punished. They believe this. Oh, yeah, oh yes. You can't, and they are hard right-wingers, and they control things like the Senate, things like governorships, things like Congress. They control Trump. In my opinion, Paula White is a demonic force. She is an evangelical minister who whispers in Trump's ear. And she whispers the things that I just said. So, again, we have to understand that if we want to win the climate change debate, we got to understand what the other people are talking about and why they feel this way. So, again, there's 2 things that frustrated me when I was watching The View. Number 1, every vote counts. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Not really. I'm not saying that you shouldn't vote. Because even though every vote doesn't quite count because Trump won the Electoral College, you do see that Trump has a complex. He knows in his heart Hillary won the popular vote, and he only beat her Electoral College vote by such a slim 70,000 votes. But it's slim 70,000. So in a way, yes, every vote counts, but every vote counts. But we also need to know, along with the Electoral College counts too. You can't now just say every vote counts and that's it and that's how it's going to be and we'll be fine. No, it's both. Every vote counts, so go out and vote, but also know where you're voting. Also know that the Electoral College is important. Also know, Democratic candidates, that you're going to have to go to the states that you necessarily don't want to go to because it's going to be messy and hard. Cory Booker. I think Elizabeth Warren has a shot against Trump, more so than actually Biden. I am on Elizabeth Warren's Instagram. She goes to those places where it is messy. She puts herself there. What Hillary Clinton failed to do in the 2016 election, Elizabeth Warren is not failing to do in this election. She is going to those swing states. Now, they're scared to talk about the Electoral College outright. So maybe I should be a little bit kinder and say that, okay, they are discussing the Electoral College, but they're talking more in terms of swing states. Okay, fine. But I really want to hear more about Electoral College. And again, climate change. You have to understand the evangelicals' mindset. And if you don't understand the evangelicals' mindset, you're not going to win the debate. All right, this is my rant, my Tuesday rant. I love you. Subscribe. Like the video. Smash that notification button. Like the video for now. Then later on, you can unlike it to clear out your like section, because that's what I do. It's really important to like the video in the beginning. You can unlike the video at the end. You can unlike the video later. It's more important to like the video in the beginning because it gets people to see this video more. And if you like what I'm saying, it's not, and you think that what I'm saying is important, because I believe what I'm saying is important, it will help get more people to watch this video. So anyway, I love you, love you, love you. Talk to you later. Bye.